Temps a little hot today at Lincoln Financial Field, but keep in mind it is technically still summer as we get you ready for some football in Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Herc. Herc. Right there. Herc. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Check. Go.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Returning is Peppers. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State, gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I got you.
Go!
From the 24, Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Down! Cowboy 80! Cougar 19!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a party now.
Get up.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, set, 70 Lions.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Ready.
Give the first man through Gillespie, the fullback. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Down, Giants.
Set, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Pick it up.
Ready, hut.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Shut up, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Here we go. 54.
Ready.
Hurts is going to try and run.
Here we go, G.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
54. Right 54.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
29 is the mic.
Go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, ready! 70 Timberwolf!
I'm coming!
A first down carry for Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, go.
Here's Jones on first and 10. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Giants.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready, ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Score Giants 14, Eagles nothing.
Ready, set.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
I'm here all day.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Ready, go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come off the ball. Ready, ready.
Hurts. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set, hiking, 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, ready, hut.
They go play action with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the Giants' 32-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Less than a yard.
Let's get it. Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
Jones out to the flat, that's caught. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On the double.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Here we go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You get blocked.
Set go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now it's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple.
Tiger,
Here's second and 8.
Get in the weight room.
552.
6 man.
Go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Go.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he can...
Sanders has it poked free, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
There's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back.
Here we go.
That one ended up incomplete.
18 Cardinal.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they got punted away. Let's see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the Giants first
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Jones on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Giants 21, Eagles 6.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Pick me up. Here we go. Go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. A short throw to Ingram. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Right here, right here.
Go!
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup. Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
70 Timberwolf.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw again. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.